Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Rogue Trader with me, Bring It Down. Before I forget again, I want to give Argenta the Fire Blessed Carapace. This Carapace grants its wearer +2 to deflection, and +20% armor against fire damage, as well as immunity to burning, and +10% armor against melee attacks. With that equipped, there is no downside to using the Unstable Flamer, since she can't be caught on fire. And now we can return to the ship, get rid of our injuries and traumas, level everyone up, and see if we can't find that bunker. My first instinct is that it's over here, where that ice wall's at. Because that really stands out. But we looked at that last time, I didn't see anything. It's possible I didn't get close enough. But we'll see if there's a new location from orbit first. If there's not, then we'll go and check out that wall again. We get a new talent. We go with Offensive Follow. Whenever an ally uses following, that ally gains % more damage against all enemies in a 2-cell radius around the Vanguard for 1 round. And Irreliot also gets a talent. Create an opening would pair well with Heinrich's, since he gets such a high crit chance. I think perfect opening. The assassin gains plus lethality % chance to deal plus 5% of target's max wounds more damage to an opening. Like Cassia also gets a talent. I like Nerves of Steel. Against all odds also seems pretty good. And In the Hero's Footsteps. I think I'll start with Nerves of Steel. Whenever the Master Tactician or their allies gain momentum, they gain +1 more. Whenever the Master Tactician or their allies lose momentum, they lose 1 less. And for Jai, I want to look for talents at scale with Fellowship. Improvised strategy seems like it'd be really handy. I don't remember how many... There's only 6. And Fire at Will lets some companions attack for free. Okay, so I guess I may as well keep building off the stratagems that she has, right? This one seems pretty good. It'll save us some medikits and penalties in combat. So every time allies under the effect of Stronghold stratagem should have suffered an injury, they gain temporary wounds instead. It scales with fellowship as well as intelligence. Alright, Heinrichs. Critical versatility would be really good since he gets such a good crit chance. That increases damage. Preferred targets... I think grab that first. Because we get increased crit chance. Because my main character has... yeah, this one. Gives surrounding enemies a dodge penalty. So paired with for targets, he gets a plus 10% critical hit chance. And there's another talent, I believe, that reduces their parry chance. It works just like Formidable Distraction. I don't think we've taken it yet. So preferred targets, and when the Arch-Militant attacks targets that have their dodge reduced by any effects applied by the Arch-Militant's allies, the Arch-Militant gains plus 10% critical hit chance. When the Arch-Militant attacks targets that have their parry reduced by any effects applied by the Arch-Militant's allies, the Arch-Militant deals plus 20% critical damage. So keep boosting that crit chance, and then increases crit damage. He's going to be a critting machine. Alright, Pascal, there's one that I wanted to grab. Not for rear, it's for the back line. Here it is, Critical Zone. Using a stratagem on a backline area grants allies in the area a % increased critical hit chance against enemies they are protected by cover from. And he should always be in cover so he can use Perfect Spot. So that just synchronizes well with himself. Then Argenta. Broad Expertise. When entering combat, the Arch-Militant gains weapon skill and ballistic skill until end of combat. And Abelard. I want to grab Center of Attention. For each enemy that considers the Vanguard a priority target, the Vanguard's armor is increased by 5%. And so I do want to grab... well, it's not important right now. That's our current priority. And back to the planet. No new zones and nothing we can scan, so... let's go see if we can find that bunker.
Keep your wits about you. I always keep my options open.
The Inquisition taught me many things.
Rise to the
Yes,
top
we had to
or
get right on
left
top
in
of
the
it to see
dust.
that.
You love to take charge, don't you? Looking for a hidden cache? A job for me.
Anatomy Tome. The wielder gains strength and intelligence bonus, additional damage for single attacks against human enemies. Also grants a +5 bonus to Medicae. Swap that out for that. The Churigen's manual, I think we should give to Abelard, since it scales with toughness. Keep the Carouse, get rid of the Medikit. Granted, the first aid manual pairs well with the Churigen's manual. Probably don't need the bonus to Carouse. I'm gonna keep it though. I don't really want to use Medikits in combat anyway. I'm mostly using... I mean, I'm sure there's something better for him. And we need to put something in his slot. Let's do the Tome of Excess. So it grants +10 to Lore Warp, but the wielder suffers % more damage from Psychic and Navigator powers. Because we are lacking Lore Warp.
One and it's done.
You recognize a horrific dead creature as a Medusae, a monster from the depths of the Webway, the favorite pet of the Drukhari.
I always have a backup plan.
That was a problem for you.
I read that as platinum last time. It's Palladium. Palatium Stellos. The clan servicing the Void Shield arrays petitioned the Lord Captain for aid. Compartments were becoming overrun with putrescent fungal corruption. The mycelium claimed one chamber after another. Thick black spores poisoned the rogue trader's servants, causing their eyes to burst and their veins to swell until their skin ruptured. The clan was issued reinforced unirobes and gas masks, so they could keep working while the soldiers burned away the infestation. By the God Emperor's grace, no perils of the warp prevented the vessel from returning to real space. I need to check in on my projects. I don't need the plastic. We don't have any extractiums anyway. Well, I'm thinking about it. Alright, so Dirty Bureaucracy. We'll gain Profit Factor and a contract. Doesn't really fit with my roleplay, but we'll probably end up doing it anyway. Same with that. Alright, so this one will block Cemetery of the Faithful. And Cemetery of the Faithful seems more fitting with my character. And we'll decide on one of these later. So between these two, we'll do Cemetery of the Faithful. So the foundation of an honorary cemetery for the repose of the dynasty's best servants will create a new tradition in the Protectorate. I will get Blessing of the Fallen. The souls of the crewmen laid to rest in the Foulstone Cemetery send blessings to their ship. The flagship gains a +5% bonus to evasion. We'll get Reputation with the Drusians and Complacency for all colonies. Affects the amount of profit factor produced by the colony and the speed of projects in the colony, increasing and decreasing them by 10% for each point of complacency, respectively. Versus getting the Requiemator, which seems pretty good. Especially for my melee-heavy party. Actually, overall, it just seems better. Seems like I put a lot of stock into this passive here. But, again, it fits more with the characters, so I'm going to go with that. Then Yanis, we finished The Secrets of the Winter Scales. Project available, Blood and Nephium. Did we already have that? Then 6 chemicals, 5 promethium, and the Apex Alien stimulant that we already saw. We can only do a cure for sloth. So no reason not to, I guess. Also doesn't block anything. Since the grimy masses are so lazy, a wise lord will add substances to their daily communion that ensure obedience and diligence. Once purified and distilled, these truly miraculous plant-based chemicals will make a commoner forget their fatigue and their purposeless pastimes. And once their body is burnt out and withered, they'll simply be replaced by a new worker. We get +1 efficiency for all colonies. That affects the amount of resources produced by the colony, increasing it by 10% for each point of efficiency. And as for... I feel like we've seen this, right? Caligos Winterscale has found out that the secret of gas factoriums has been stolen from him. However, he's willing to leave that unfortunate incident in the past, offering the prospect of much greater gains. He's now captivated by the idea of seizing House Chorda's Nephium rigs on the frozen world of Lucen's Breath. For Caligos himself, it would appear, the profit is a mere side benefit of the opportunity to massacre large numbers of House Chorda's servants in planetary battles. He's offering to pay with the aforementioned priceless flammable liquid in exchange for the fighting force he is desperately lacking. 12 people for promethium and chemicals. We have 2 people. Smuggler's Cache. Stim, Onslaught, and Intoxicating Elixir. Glow Sticks, Detox, and Frank Injectors. Who left this here? The Rig Trader's crew discovered a cache on a frozen world. The cache was filled with suspicious substances. One can only hope the owner will not be too aggrieved by their loss. Xenotech. You know how many times this world has been traded back and forth between the Von Valantius and Winterscale dynasties? A senseless waste of thrones, if you ask me. I like to have that Xenotech, though. We have a handful. Alright, unidentified Imperial Void Ship. Like quick save. An unknown ship hails you as soon as you're in its detection range. The ship, the Scarlet Pursuer helmed by Captain Demir Shani, has Footfall listed as its home port. The message hints transparently at a connection with the Casbalica mission. Boxmaster adds that the captain has a proposal for you. Listen to the proposal. The ship lets you know they will readily reward you for any information about burning worlds and the Cronus Expanse. Ask why they are looking for burning worlds. The reply is as courteous as it is vague. The captain cites a scholarly curiosity in this understudy type of world. Upon hearing the message, Magos Pascal expresses a keen interest in burning worlds and asks the Lord Captain to take the issue into consideration. Jai Haidari immediately declares that Captain Shani would never dash about the void out of scholarly curiosity, only for a suitably high return. In that case, perhaps the Lord Captain, too, might want to look into these burning worlds. Sinistral Versarian makes no comment regarding the Casbalica message, but is amazed that, for once, Esteemed Magos and Mistress Hydari are in passionate agreement on something. Share the information you have on Burning Worlds. With effusive gratitude, the ship sends out a shuttle with the promised reward. This reputation? Oh, empty soul traps. Receive the Scarlet Pursuer's projected itinerary. Information on systems in which you can find it later. The captain looks forward to meeting you again, acquiring information on Burning Worlds, should you possess it. Voyage of the Caspalican ship. Alright, so Burning Worlds. A Caspalican ship is seeking Burning Worlds and is willing to pay for information on them. The purpose of their search is unknown. And the friendly Caspalican ship that is searching for Burning Worlds and any scraps of information on the same has indicated in which region it can be found in the near future. Which region is that? We have found a handful of Burning Worlds. Okay, I don't see it listed anywhere. Alright, well I guess we'll head to the next zone, which is Mundus Valancius. We also have... well, I guess we have over here instead. So maybe we'll knock out these 4 before we head to Dargonis. Where is Chiava Gamma located? Is it a Crannock system somewhere? Found it yet. I also have to the Imperium. Next we'll head towards the Orselio Prophecy. I don't have enough insight for that. So it's gonna use up 1. How do I get out of here? Oh, here we go. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just hop over to Trinidos. Oh, okay. Holy crap. Enemies of humanity board the Void Ship. At the head of the assault is an accursed traitor, a Chaos Space Marine, followed by enraged demons. The Spawn have infiltrated the ship via the storage bay. They cannot be allowed to reach any populated decks, or else the death toll will be exorbitant. The Rogue Trader and his retinue will personally go and face these contemptible foes. A Space Marine? That was a boss fight last time. It should still be a boss fight.
Is there money to be made?
Alright, where's this guy at? I'm a little scared. A Bloodletter, too. Oh, finally found a Cornate Demon.
Keep your wits about you.
Your heresy ends here.
Actually, let's swap these two around like that. I put Argenta right there. Something like this. And front line.
Am I getting paid for this?
Heavy is the tread of his faithful. Victory is imminent.
I'm ready for whatever comes.
Alright, buff up. What's he got equipped? Just a regular bolter, not a heavy bolter. So Dormant Rage. After receiving a large amount of damage, this creature's armor and armor penetration are increased, and it also gains an extra turn. A Bloodthirsty Roar. The targets fail a willpower resistance test with a -40 penalty. The Bloodletter deals mental damage to everyone in a cone with a 5-cell range in front of it. It inflicts bleeding 8 for 2 rounds. The target successfully passed at the test, they suffer mental damage. Born in Flame. This creature is immune to burning and fire damage. Son of a gun. Oh, there goes Argenta. And Tormenting Hellblade. Whenever this creature deals damage to enemies, those enemies suffer -10% armor and -1 deflection and gain a psychosomatic trauma. Alright. Fun.
I can do that with the right incentive.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
Cute.
A moving target lives longer.
Alright, well, she has to use her bolter here regardless, so...
Guided by faith!
Nice.
Negligible.
Yes, I'm absolutely terrified of that guy. And these guys are no joke either. Alright, so how much armor does he get from that? 102%. So it doesn't look like he's getting any from the town he just took.
Let's see to it.
For the throne's glory.
Let's see to it. Temporary setback. On it.
That's the wrong weapon anyway, but it worked out. Alright, more crit chance on Heinrichs. I could buff up
I'll
Heinrichs as
make it
well.
happen. It's as good as done.
I could give Heinrichs a whole nother turn. That what I want to do right now? Maybe not right now. Let's wait until after I can move my front line. Then we can give him another turn.
Request approved. My valor is to serve.
That reduces damage. We're going to start focusing him down. A perfect spot up, right? Yeah. Alright, so what does he do? Anything special? He's slowed. It's a black carapace, removes all dodge penalties from power armor, a chaos corruption. Whenever a chaos space marine is targeted by perils of the warp, it gains an extra turn. Good for him.
Wanna see a trick?
Alright, I guess we'll just lay into this guy. Why not?
Running binary override. Capability analysis successful.
There's a chance we finish him off right now.
Aw, you're not fun.
My soul goes to the true gods.
Tell me, and it is done. I can do that, with the right incentive.
I'll do it.
Oh, that's right. Impact damage can knock him prone.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
That's super exciting. Imagine if you're using a burst attack on a crowd of enemies and knocking them all prone. That'd be cool.
It will be done. I will do my duty.
I won't object to it.
He's not gonna get that far anyway. So we stand right here and get that out at least.
Mere pain won't stop me.
I'm gonna stand on the front line.
I'll make it happen.
Good way to make this work.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
There we go. A 6% chance, but I could do this.
Request approved.
That's all we need to do there, and get Jai over here somewhere.
Watch my back.
Rotate this manually. That'd be fantastic.
You've got a problem? I've got a prize.
I could buff everybody up, but let's get this shot off instead.
My vow is to serve.
Does that go away before she goes down? Probably not.
Doubt is for the weak. This is why I was chosen.
Nothing to it. I think it's a whole nother turn.
At your beck and call.
Give him some more armor. Let's try to give him some more armor. And then I guess that, and then give him a whole nother turn. Also increases dodge chance. Should be maxed out now.
It will be done.
Gonna do that, so when he tries to parry us, we get an attack back at him.
Indeed.
Alright.
Let
A
us
nasty
not
little
go-
fight, but we came out on top. Not like there could have been any other outcome anyway. Yes, I'm pretty sure there's no loot to pick up here. We're free to leave. Alright. I'm going to call it here, and next time we will continue exploring systems and harboring our little empire in the Kronos Expanse. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.